Greetings, fellow survivors. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Unstable 1.6. Episode 12, A Lesson to Read Before Accepting. Right, isokinetic, you are... okay, got it. Infected, and you are going to need proper medicine. Sutashtig is the best doctor, but he's pretty wounded, so I'm a little worried about the 10 quality here. 56, I'll have to keep pumping them with good meds. Isokinetic, you should be bedridden. And then we... and Lisk is in labor. Oh my god. Okay. Gather for childbirth! Before we do that... clean, I guess? Oh, what room is it? We're not gonna have a bonus. So... here we go! From one panic to another. Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. Another thing I'm gonna want to do is baby food. Let's make baby food and milk. I think that makes the most sense. Unfortunately, Lisk is the cook, so now it's going to be like baby food made by... Keep? What's the skill requirement of baby food? None. Okay, yeah, I guess Keep's making baby food. Nothing like baby food made by a 12-year-old. The room is clean. There's nothing to be done there. This is a zero. It's really only a benefit if you have a sterile room, which I don't have. So there's no other further benefits to achieve. Mild to intense labor. Makes sense. Isokinetic, do you need... okay, good. Doesn't need tending at the moment. Here we go. And, hopefully it goes well. Healthy! Yay! I can change the name soon, so let's get a raffle up, because soon that name will be stuck in a day. Where? Yep. Good luck in the raffle! Now, almost half of our population are babies. But I did have a crib prepared. Starvation. Lisk is starving. Rayvac, you're going to be allowed to be doctors. Feed Lisk. And there is a shuttle that needs help. Honestly, no. I much as I would like to help, I just can't. I am down 3 potential fighters. Like, forget about it. The other thing I could do, well, I'm gonna wait until Sutashtig is a little bit healthier, is do the prosthetic leg surgery now that the pregnancy is over. I didn't want to risk it pre-pregnancy because the catastrophic failure could end up with a dead baby. Oh, and there's also a baby goat to name. Baby goat is male, so Snippy Whippy. Oh, the defensive projects just take forever. Due to not having it, it's been hard to build it because we've needed the defenses that it adds in order to not be slowed down by its not being built. That was a really way of saying I keep getting set back due to injuries that would have been solved if this was built in the first place. Yeah. Phrase that a little bit better. Alright, Lisk, you are up and at 'em. Nice. The other thing I might want is an armchair up here. Like a breastfeeding armchair. And this bedroom here is getting a little hot, so Rayvac, let's cool that down. With coolers. Nursing chair. Kids everywhere. Yep. That's just how it is. Here on the rim. Perfect. Nursing chair is already being used. That was quick. The chair sucks, so I don't think Rayvac was the one that finished it, because I don't think you would have made a poor chair at 16. Oh, yes, this door should not be left open. I like how the goat's confused, so it's wandering around. It's like, opposed to what? The other things goat do, which is wander around? Oh no, goodness me. What a setback. The goat's being a goat. Crypto drone hack. Sure. Raids are... Oh, you know what? I should have paid attention. Nah, I didn't want to do that. Shoot. Well, too late. That sucks. Rayvac, get deadfall traps or spike traps getting built. And Shashtig, get hacking this bad boy. Isokinetic, you are immune. Let's have you grab a combat shotgun. Inject Go Juice and grab a combat shotgun. Sometimes it be like that. And then Lisk, you are also going to get a combat shotgun wherever one is. What? I don't have one? I'm sorry, but that's not true. There's one right here. That was weird. The search came up dry? I don't know why that would be. Okay, baby name. Vita. Congrats. And then goat name. Turtle sandwich. Nope, don't rest. Take Wick Up. And then I don't have the materials for that, so raids arrive 3 hours. A little light and a little roof cover. Let's get rid of Anarchist. I'm done having that prisoner. rebuilding the stockroom, and trying to hack the hell out of this. So, raids are coming. How are you sleeping? Oh, right. Isokinetic was the one that took Go Juice. I was going to say. Alright, so Ittenberg Kinroar. They're really not well geared, so I'm not super concerned about this fight. Because we have, like, combat shotguns and stuff. Should be able to put this down fast. And we're also go-juiced. I wasn't in position in time, however. I feel bad for Isokinetic, but he's been a real pain, so... is what it is. And Statistic, let's have you go, like, wander away from this. Alright, Iso did die. I kind of expected as much, that's why I go-juiced him. But they're fleeing. I'm gonna just stop everything that I'm doing to go continue to hack. I feel bad for sacrificing Iso in that way, but, you know, it's... sacrifices sometimes have to be made. What I will do is prepare a sarcophagus for him. I should have sent Lisk and Ravak to be closer. That's my fault. I lost track of the timer. Due to having to deal with, well, everything that I'm dealing with. I think it's understandable at the very least. But we'll get an appropriate barrel going. Life and death on the rim, exactly. And maybe the adaptation will, like, lighten up a bit. We'll see. Alright, Lisk, I want you to load a wake up into the caravan and bring the wake up down to Stooch. Statistic was having a bit of a mental break. Well, actually, you know what? I should have brought other drugs, too. I'm going to bring the other drugs as well. No, the last beer. And Kinroar is coming again. Learning from our mistakes, I'm going to waste no time for backup. Hacking is much faster now due to the wake up. Until we're done, let's have the children and the animals shelter in place. Weapons are all CQB weapons here, so there's an opportunity to knock them out quick. Now, the rain is not making things easier, for accuracy's sake. I keep forgetting they have boars. Oh, are you freaking kidding me? Oh, this is looking bad. Having combat shotguns are great. Until you realize, yeah, I shouldn't have accepted this. I, like, totally... when I did, I was thinking it was, yeah, I'm just gonna save scum. It was one of those go to a worshipful village ones, and I just, like, autopilot accepted it, knowing what an aerodrome hack really is. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna load. Which is, you have to survive waves and waves, and I really didn't mean to accept that. So is this... I'm going to see what is the most frequent or most recent load. Okay, yeah, it was the second one. Yeah, I really didn't mean to accept that. I was being, honestly just overwhelmed by all the raids, and it was like, oh, quest, and just sort of autopiloted it. So let's redo some of these names. So this is Vita Mortis. This is Vita. Oh, weird. It's a different auto first name than the before. Didn't know that was a thing. Complete news to me. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. No, not Vit. Your name is Vitality. And then we have Turtle Sandwich the goat. And I think that's... Yep, that's it. Okie dokie. Don't accept any quests that are suicidal, obviously. I really hadn't meant to. Anything else I need to do? So Isokinetic should get a weapon. Given how disappointed I was in the combat shotgun that I grabbed, I won't be doing that twice. Close the pen door. Yep. Oh, we need a passive cooler in the chair. Okay, I think things are kind of going back to normal. And I'll try not to make poor choices due to having tons of pop-ups all at once. Secret installation mission. So, this one is fine to accept. It does... Oh, wait. I did not read it. What? Oh, it wants me to go. You know what? That's fine. Suggested, you can manage this. So, this is, hacking terminals and enemies are coming. And it requires 3 colonists. So, Isokinetic... You know what? Actually, Stickiest and Keep get in. Children, we're going on a field trip. With Miss Frizzle. Miss... Suchastig Frizzle. Yep, totally normal. The ancient complexes have been refactored in this patch so that they're very different than they once were. And can be very interesting as a result. I like to destroy walls going into these, because if there's fire sources... Okay, let's not go that way. Children, you don't need to see the dead person. If there's fire sources, you can quell the fires, the fire traps, by busting walls open in this way. So don't go that way. And these facilities, like, you can kind of see that they're very different in their layout. That they make more logical sense. So here is the unstable fuel node. Which I will try to negate. And then... Keep, can you hack? No, you both can't hack. Then... I'm going to close this door with Stutashtig and have the... Actually, you guys can sleep in here. These ancient beds are not comfortable. They've been nerfed, but they're better than sleeping on the floor. Nice. Meals, because, you know, I didn't really pack that. Yeah, actual quarters instead of just like one big giant pile up of random random rooms is really nice. It's a lot more reasonable of a layout. Makes sense that like someone would build it like that, whereas before it was just a giant maze of nonsense. So very nice change. Children, I want you guys to not leave this area. I don't need the kiddos seeing corpses. And then I'll probably need to change meal allowances, or just control what they eat. Dried blood. Yeah, just ignore the dried blood. It's squib blood. Maybe you queue up the baby food? Oh, I already got it. Lisk, you should probably get a different weapon, though. And the defenses are, almost done. So I have 2 days, 15 hours to get the hell out of there. That's doable. Wow. Really? Really? Okay. Gotta get another cooler. I guess it is hot out. The other thing I could do is to start to double insulate, but I think I'm just going to get another cooler. And we're almost done with hacking, and we'll be out of here in a minute. These guys are hungry, but not starving, so we'll be bouncing before raids come. Did I... Oh, I didn't release the prisoner this time. Right. Thank you for reminding me. Done. Field trip's over. Kiddos, this is what an ancient complex looks like. And I totally kept you reasonably safe during it. Let's not tell Child Protective Services that I sent you to an ancient lab. They don't need to know. Don't snitch. Nice. Well, that's done. I think I'm going to play a little bit longer to finish the defensive walls before ending the stream, because I'm so close to just having the walls done. I think it's reasonable to keep things going until that's done, because it's only going to be like another few minutes. Provided I don't get like attacked by a mega raid. You know, there is that asterisk to consider. Alright, fabrication is built, and we can queue up... Oh, I don't have the... Yeah, okay, right. I'll turn that off. I don't have the crafting seal to do that, but hypothetically I will at some point. Maybe one of the kids will, like, take an interest in crafting. Who knows? So mostly what's left is the stone cutting needed for the granite walls. So there's a few granite walls here, and then we'll have an entire complex. And then we don't strictly need the barricades. The barricades are designed to slow down the enemies so they have more time to burn. Keep is now an adult. So we could do a burning passion in intellect, a burning passion in construction, which might make more sense. Although I'm tempted to go intellect. And then I think body modder or optimist. Let's do optimist. I'm just going to make these choices. So having another person with intel is nice. Is able to do smithing, but with zero crafting interest, that's going to be pretty limited. Alright, Stooch got bed reassigned. Yep, I see that. And now that Stooch is fully healed, there's one other thing I wanted to do, which was the prosthetic right leg. So that Lisk doesn't have such a negative movement speed modifier. Self-tamed. Yeah, let's keep you. I might want some wool. So another giveaway. So I guess I'll try to aim to have the defenses done in 5 minutes. So we'll do the giveaway and end the stream. Meaning, Revec, get building. What are you hauling? Oh, a dead person. Yeah, no wonder you're in a bad mood. Keep looks a bit different. I just realized. Yeah, you're 13, so now you're covered in tattoos and you're just wearing a cowboy hat. Oh god. Oh god. Okay. I think there's some other things I need to queue up here. Duster. Yeah, all of a sudden we live on a dude ranch. Let's do the duster last. I think pants first. I'm working on it. Alright, so at least uncovered groin is not a thing anymore. Lisk's surgery went great, so prosthetic leg is 90% or 85% efficient. Obviously, bionics are going to be in the far future once I have like fabrication and all the other requisite research done. Button-down shirt is done. And then you don't need to do the duster immediately, but at least we have a set of clothing. Do we want toxic waste packs? No, I'm just going to say no. Executive decision. I don't need to be polluting the hell out of everything. Steel boot. I might want to keep these meals away from steel boot. The way to do it is to have a designated spot for the meals that steel boot doesn't have access to. Honestly, I might not really care that much, but maybe what I'll do is I'll put the packets of ramen meals here and keep steel boot out of the research room. Because the dog's filth, you know, it's one of the places like you don't want a dog is in the research room because filth buildup and all. So I think that makes the most sense. So invert, dog to the dog zone, and then the package of vomibles will be stored in here. All right, come on, Rayback. I just want the walls built. Shuttle arrive for Poppy. So we're gonna get that honor. And there was an acolyte ceremony that we could do. The stones are being cut, as you can see. So it is only a matter of time until the walls are done. I am really eager to have this done, because we've suffered so many raids that would have been completely obsolete if we had that built in time. Oh god, Rayback. Watching you climb over 4 traps for no reason is so scary. God, why would you do that? So we do have a ceremony to call in, and I think what we're going to do is do the ceremony, like, right at the buzzer. Once the defenses are done, to, like, celebrate. Elizabeth, the male alpaca. Brilliant. And keep. I guess at this point, you really don't have weapon skills, but you're an adult now, so you're going to get shot at, so you might as well get a combat shotgun. Given your cowboy getup, I should probably give you a revolver, but combat shotgun it is. So we've got we got this much left of the build to build. And I think, by default, I want everyone pathing through the maze. At the very least, even if we don't set it on fire, it's going to buy me more time for defenses. Alright, come on, Rayback. Back to building. So roofing this up, because without roofs, one of the things that really hurts raiders in a fire trap is the room temperature. So having open doors on either end will allow the room to be designated as a room, which allows it to then get up to like 1000 C, which will inflict constant burns on the people walking through. So even if they aren't directly catching fire, they are getting burned regardless, which is pretty important. So now this is a room which is ready to be set fire. The other thing is you probably don't want the inside of the maze to be part of the home zone because you don't want to be putting the fire out that you're using to harm raiders. So maintaining the barricades can be annoying because sometimes they get destroyed. A blind healer is approaching the colony. She wants to talk. Send a colonist to hear what she has to say. Her name is Cringe. Well, you're blind, so yeah. Fire hot? I guess? God, that was funny. A small withered woman stands in front of you. Where her eyes should be, there are only scar-crusted holes in her flesh. Ooh, yum. Yet, even without eyes, she somehow looks at you with kindness. She says that she knows that her skills are needed here and wants to stay for a while. She offers to use her healing power to help you? Yeah, why not? So, your name is Pesky Phoenix? I mean, that makes sense. You did just walk in and set yourself on fire. So, that checks out. And, Pesky Phoenix, how about you lay on hands, Statastic. Statastic has some pretty horrible scars. And now you have one less scar and instead a flesh tentacle. pain's better, I guess. I don't know if that's healing, but we'll pretend it is. I'm okay with it. I mean, you know, we research faster. Woobly woobly woo. I counted as a success. Sort of. I knew it was going to happen. They're a creep join healer. But yeah, we have a creep join healer. We can also decide whether or not we do that with Lisk's leg, but, you know, one might make the argument that it's not worth it. And this doesn't offer a lot of pain. So the really, really, really bad scar has been resolved, which then isn't causing a consciousness loss for Sutastig, which is kind of a big deal. There is isokinetics arm scar and missing toe that we could probably try to lay on hands as well in 6 days, but that's a poll for future viewers. I'm not going to do that right now. And dark visions. Okay, so you are having... I wonder what blind... I mean, she obviously wasn't born blind. Her eyes were gone now, but probably were not at birth. But, it does raise the question of, like, what do blind people dream about? I don't know. Where is the granite down here? There it is. Just trying to haul more granite, because granite is our defensive stone. Okay. Brayvac. Finish the defensive walls. It's done. So now we have, I mean, obviously the barricades aren't built yet, but it is a fire trap, so it is like the first iteration of completion. And as a result... Oh, I don't have a throne. I did want to end this with a ceremony. So I'm going to give Rayback a basic marble throne, and then we'll, we can resolve and end the stream. This should be done soon. I did not do priorities on you. Oh, apparently you can handle animals well. I don't think I'm going to have you hunting, though. And you're pretty good at art. Blind art, but art. Blind hunter. Marco! Polo! I don't think it works like that. Speaking of which, speaking of hunting, we're out of meat. So... Lisk and Sutastig, go boomalopen. Of course. At least Boomalop's pretty easy to kill when they go all aggro. Oh, Stutashi just killed 3 in a row. That never happens with raiders, but seems to be pretty consistent when I'm shooting things that don't matter too much. Alright, schedule. Unrestricted. Children to the children's zone. I really only have 1 child now. I'm going to keep on children's zone. The reason being, and also I'm going to have Pesky Phoenix on the children's zone due to, you know, unrestricted. Because a 13-year-old still doesn't run very fast. So even though he's not technically a child, he does not run at adult speeds. So there's still that issue to eventually be resolved. Wow, the other Boomallow had fatal wounds and got up. You don't see that very often. I mean, it will bleed out. It's a time bomb. Alright, Vivek, almost done. And there was the trade... Oh, masterwork, damn. There was the trader to take a look at before we call this quits too. So, goats. Yeah. Jonah, Arms, and Dife, the original older ones, are gonna go. Just because. We are relying on found components, but I don't think I'm ready to buy any at the moment. I'm just going to hold out and hope that we get a crafter that can craft those. I'm probably going to get rid of the Gao Seed because I don't imagine wanting to prune trees forever. It's just not fun. It's not compelling mechanics unless you have a reason to do it. And the original camel bedrolls I'll get sold because I think we can do better now. So, without a further ado, a throne. Oh, and braziers and no bed allowed. So beds. Stickiest, I'm sorry, it is the world's worst bed. But it will have to do. And then this is like the stupidest throne room known to man. But that could be on a construction project in the future. What happened to Sticky its head? He's just has shaggy hair. Oh, Phoenix, you don't have a bedroom either. He just has shaggy hair and a tribal mask. So there's nothing wrong with his face. Although he does look like Cousin Ed or something. Alright, finally, the Acolyte ceremony. Man, that took forever. So without any additional delays, we bestow. All in attendance, gather around the stupidest throne room known to man. I thrown it together. You can't stop me. And you guys want provisional workers? You know what? I'm going to leave that for future me to decide. So, it was an honorable bestowing. I did get 2 spare honor for it. That's pretty good. The title does require a nicer bedroom. So acolytes are entitled to a double bed, 16 tiles. Don't you already have that? What? No bedroom is assigned? Whatever. I will figure this out later. And then the permit choice. Calling Trooper Squad. Backup is always nice to have. And then we got Blinding Pulse, which is a pretty badass level 2 sidecast. All things considered. So, awesome. So the bedroom needs to be appropriately sized and decorated. Bedroom needs all floor, double bed, 16 tiles. No biotech? Is the crib the problem? Whatever. It's for future me to figure out. And this is where I am going to end the stream. On that little bombshell. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Unstable 1.6, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow RimWorlders.